This is a 2021 Ink Pocket Planner. I like this white print very much. I like the design on this beautiful box. I am a 44-year-old mom, so my priorities, my responsibilities, my to-do lists, the things that I need to get done, the things that I need to stay on track of are different to the priorities and the responsibilities and the to-do lists of, say, a younger generation. This is my review of how this planner actually helps me as a mom keep my life on track and keep my priorities organized and on schedule. As moms, we've got so much going on in our lives. So most of us have household responsibilities, children's responsibilities, and now with the pandemic, we're chasing after online schooling. There's so many things to remember, and I lose track of everything that I'm supposed to be doing if I've not written it down. I used to write it down using slips of paper, and which would promptly get lost, and then I would be scrounging all over the place looking for those slips of paper to try and figure out what it was that I was supposed to do, what it was that I had forgotten to do. Once I started using a planner and writing everything down in a particular place, it got much easier for me to be able to come back to that one place and check on all the things I needed to do. The reason that I chose this particular planner for myself is more than the color, is the little quote that's written on it. It says small steps every day, and I think that's so important for most of us. Why do so many people fail with their New Year resolutions? It's because we make all these really big resolutions at the beginning of the year and we don't really break it down into little steps. You can't do the entire thing that you've made a resolution to do immediately. I really like this small steps every day, because it reminds me that any big goal is about breaking it down into smaller steps and doing bit by bit every day until it finally gets done. This is something that I have used myself to manage to get things done without planning things out from the beginning to the end and all the important steps in between. You really don't end up getting to that final goal. We usually lose interest halfway through and give up and just say, it's too difficult, I can't do it. I don't know if you've heard this saying about how you can eat an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. To eat the whole elephant at one go is really impossible, right? So the only way to eat it is bit by bit by bit. So if you've got a grand plan for your life, if there's something that you want to do this year, if you want to set up your own business, if you want to get more organized in your life, if you have a home project to do, or even just stay on track of things on a daily basis, what you have to do is break your big goal down into tiny bite-sized pieces that you spread out through the day or through the week or through the month and even through the year, so that you manage to stay on track of it, and then you finally realize that you actually have gotten the whole thing done, because you've not been looking at eating the whole thing or doing the whole thing at one shot. This is my front page where I have my number, and I just have some pretty washi tape because I like things looking pretty. The second page has another really interesting quote. People who have goals succeed because they know where they're going. It's that simple. I think this is really true, and it really helps me. It motivates me when I read things like this, because it reminds me that I'm not the only one out there with goals and dreams. And I'm not the only one out there with goals and dreams who forgets to chase after them. So having things around that remind me that I need to have a goal and I need to have a plan to succeed helps me stay on track of it. I have a little card from Archangel Michael saying, remember who you are. I think that's so important, especially as moms. We wear so many hats. Some of them are of our own choice. Some of them are hats that we take on because there are responsibilities or duties. It's so important to stay true to who you are, to find the space where you can really connect with yourself and figure out what it is that you want for yourself as well. I haven't filled out this goodbye 2020 and hello 21 as yet, but I will soon. This is a small version of my vision board. I love vision boards. I've been using them for many years now. I've used them earlier as well to manifest things in my life. Now, a lot of people might think it's a lot of woo-woo and magic, but at the end of the day, the magic is really magic that you are doing on your own. So how does a vision board work? A vision board works by reminding you constantly about your goals, about your dreams, about your hopes. And your subconscious mind, your own subconscious mind, when it sees that you are actually being reminded of all your dreams and goals, automatically creates the opportunities. It makes you notice things, do things that get you closer to your goal. That's basically how a vision board works. I like having the vision board section in my planner because I see it all the time. I have my vision boards across various surfaces. I have them framed, hanging up in my house. I have them as a screensaver on my phone. I have them as a screensaver on my computer. And of course, I have them in my planner. So this is a smaller version of my big vision board, but it has the main things that I really want to pay attention to, the things that I really want to manifest and have more of in this new year. The next page is a goal setting page for the year. She's divided it up really nicely. There are work goals, personal goals, health goals, top priorities, habits to adopt, habits to cut, new skills to learn, financial goals, relationship goals, other goals which I've not filled out. Do more of certain things, do less of certain other things. I really like these categories, and I've kind of listed out what I want and what I plan to do this year. So this is really working for me. The second Let's Set Goals and Make Plans sheet is divided by months. I haven't really decided what to do with this as yet, but I think I'm going to use this for my work and for my business, either to give myself strict goals about targets that I want to achieve, or things that I want to finish each month. So this is not a personal page, this is more for my business. I intend to use this year at a glance actually to follow through on things like doctor's appointments, any other recurring appointments that I might have spread through the year, vet visits and vaccinations for my pets, vaccinations for my children, AMCs for electronics in the house, any recurring payments you might have in terms of household accounts or work accounts, things like that. I've stuck these really cute little stickers here because I'm assuming, like any other time, any other year, that every year is full of ups and downs and goods and bads. So there's a little sun, there's a little cloud, a little rainy cloud and a thunderstorm to kind of remind me also that the year is always going to be a mix of various things. What I choose to do with it is up to me. The way I choose to feel about it is up to me. Only I can create that reality for myself. So I have a really cute little sticker book by Pipsticks that I use. And it's got some really, really cute stickers. There are presents, party stickers, reminders to unplug, road trips, travel. The travel sticker is really cute. Vacation, rainbows, all sorts of lovely things. So very useful. The other things that I use are Post-it notes. There are things that I write on a daily basis which I may not want to enter permanently into my planner, like a shopping list or things I need to buy for that day. So I use Post-it notes. I write them on Post-it notes, and I can just remove the Post-it note once I'm finished with it. So I'll show you an example of what I've done. So on my monthly page, I've got some plans for my son's birthday this month. So I've written it on a Post-it, and once I'm done with all my planning and once the event is over, I can just peel the Post-it off and then put a new one in its place. The next page is the birthdays and stuff, which I need to kind of fill out. This page, empty page of notes, I plan to use to keep track of my kids' online school schedules. I'm constantly forgetting what classes they have and in what order, and I find it's much better, especially with the situation going on the way it is. There are so many classes, timetables, assignments to keep track of. I like to have all the information put in one place. So my plan is to really print out the school schedule and stick it onto this page, and I can just with washi tape, and I can just remove it every week and put the new one in. This is a monthly overview for the month ahead. I've started filling it out for January, but I really haven't done very much beyond this. This I will use to plan out things for the month on just so that when I look at it, I can remember, I'll be reminded of all the really important things that I need to do, the major dates, the major things that are going on. She also has a really nice monthly planner, so you can set your intentions for the month ahead. You can write down things that you might want to try this month. She has a to-do list, your top 3 priorities, things that you're looking forward to doing this month. The expenses bit is a bit small. I'm not sure I'd write the expenses in here because my expenses constantly shift, and I've got as a mum and because I run a household as well. there are so many bills. So I prefer writing it on a post-it note and then removing the post-it note. And I intend to use, there's a pocket at the back of the planner here. And this pocket I intend to use to keep all my bills and receipts for the week or for the month. So I'll collect it at the end of the month, and then I can just put down my spreadsheet of my expenses for the month if I want to do that. I intend to write all my daily expenditure or weekly expenditure on a post-it note, and then I'll transfer this post-it note with a date into this back pocket along with my bills. So when I have to tally it at the end of the month, it's much easier because I already have everything in one place and stored and ready. There's a really nice habit tracker down below. And I think this is really something that I need to start doing because I'm not very good about things like drinking water or being healthy. I know there are certain things that I need to do every single day. And it's always good to have it down there and for you to track how many times a month you're actually doing it. Because when you track it, you're more likely to stay on top of it. So I'm hoping that will change. So the bookmark that comes with this planner is just a ribbon. So I have turned it into, I put a little sticker at the back of it with a little quote saying it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it, to remind me to kind of keep going. And I've just used some washi tape at the back. Not very pretty, but good enough. This is my first page for January and today's things I need to do. And this goes on for the rest of the planner. So the end of every week, there's a weekly reflection as well. And that's really good because a weekly reflection kind of lets you recap on everything that's happened during that week, what's worked for you, what's not worked for you, track your weekly expenses. And this part, which is the part I really, really love, is to be thankful for things that you have. Writing down gratitude really works when, and being thankful for the things that you have in your life is so important because when you count your blessings, it's like what they said, count your blessings every day and it kind of becomes, life just becomes better. When you actually take time to think about all the things that you have, all the gifts that you have, all the talents that you have, all the things that you've been given, all the opportunities you have, you just feel so much happier about your life. Most of us don't take enough time to do this. And I find, we spend most of our time thinking about the things that we don't have. Try this for a week and see how much better you feel when you actually write down the things that you are grateful for. It could be anything. It could be the smell of a lovely candle. It could be your coffee or your tea in the morning. 10 minutes of peace. It could be a hug from your child. It could be anything. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you're truly thankful for. And, just write it down and you'll see a huge difference in yourself when you learn to vocalize and to verbalize the things that you're thankful for. There's also, the next section is a little planner for the next week, which is also really nice. It's got work goals, personal goals, meal planning, super important for me as a mom because otherwise I'm all over the place. My grocery list is all over the place. And I'm running around scrounging, trying to figure out what to make for dinner last minute. Much, much easier to write it down, take half an hour off on a Sunday to kind of get this page in order, plan your activities for the week ahead, plan the major responsibilities for the week ahead, plan your menu so you can then plan your groceries and have everything set up. Important calls you need to send out. Shopping list in case you need anything. Again, a shopping list, I prefer to use a post-it note and then remove it as and when. And then it goes on. And that's pretty much it for the usage of the planner. It's got some really cute little quotes. Do all things with love. There's a really sweet little dog. I love this. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. So that's really, really important. Not just for other people and your interaction with other people, but also for yourself. If you're happy, if you're bright, you start off your day right, you're going to be happy through the day. If you start off your day on a bad note, it's really difficult usually to get it back on track. So using a planner is a great way to find some time for yourself in the morning, at least, for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, even half an hour, to kind of just sit and go over all the things that you need to get done. Go over what you want, read through your reflections from the previous week or your goals for the year, look at your vision board for a little while. Spend some time really getting connected to who you are, what you want, how you want your day to go. And that's it. And at the end of the planner, she's got these really there's a page for highlights of the year, which obviously I'm not going to be filling out right now. And there are empty note sections. I really haven't decided what I'm going to do with these note sections, so I'm going to take some time to kind of think about that and plan what I need to do with it. She's also got 3 sheets of stickers, and really, really cute stickers. So you can use these as well to kind of remind you of the things that you need to do, because they add some interest. I love stickers. So like I said, I use these also, but I really like these as well. So there's a really nice sticker to remind me to be grateful for the things I have. There are must-do lists, priority stickers, flowers, appointments, even a girl with a face pack. Very cute. So that's it. That's how I intend to use my planner. And hopefully I'm going to end up using this every single day. And I hope you guys, whatever the planning system that you use is, it could be a notebook, it could be a planner, it could be anything. It's so important to stay on track of things, because most of us are not computers. Most of us tend to forget things. The best way to not forget things, especially if you've got so much going on in your life, is to write it down. And write it down in one place. So find a notebook, just get any planner if you don't. I mean, this is a bit expensive. So if this isn't in your budget, find a notebook and just make a planner out of it. There are lots of videos showing you how to bullet journal, how to create your own planner, and follow the steps and the important things that she's used in this: the vision board, the goal setting, the daily calendars, the monthly calendars, the to-do lists, and just make your own planner out of it, out of your notebook. And most of all, make it fun. Make your planning exercise, your time with your planner, make it fun and something that you enjoy. Light a nice candle, listen to some nice music, and give us some nice supplies, especially when you're setting it up. I love washi tape, so I've got different kinds. This is a days of the week washi tape, so I can just use that. I've got these thin, colorful little ones, which are also really nice. And I've just got a whole selection of them that I've been collecting for a long time, actually. I love these because they add interest to your page. In addition to that, I have some gold and silver pens. Now, you don't need all these things, okay? I just like to use these things at the beginning when I'm setting up my planner. On a daily basis, I'm probably going to be using either my black marker pen. This is actually a Bristol fine liner pen, okay? But some of these pens do have a habit of kind of bleeding through. I've not seen this one bleeding through as yet. I've used it on the front page over here, and there really wasn't a bleed through. But for the inside of my planner at the moment, I'm just using a pencil. So I use a pencil when I write it, and that way I can erase it as well. You're free to use a pen or a pencil, whatever you're comfortable doing. But the paper of this is pretty good anyway, so I really don't think it's going to bleed through. Hope you enjoyed this.